Well, I know it's not exactly morning, but it's Sunday evening, and I've got to be up in the morning early to work on my mundane work. Of course, after I feed the pigs some mulberry leaves and the chickens some dandelions, and after I spend a little time meditating. But anyway, so I don't think I'll be able to get a morning love jammed in there, but I wanted to let you know what's going on. It's been kind of a very, very, very productive weekend and week. Let me try and zoom around here and make you a little dizzy. We've got the solar system almost set up. There were a couple of connections that I need to get better connections for, and I can't do it until after the sun goes down, because as my wife asked me about what do you do when the panels are shaded, the way that I've wired them is so that if one panel is shaded, it doesn't affect the power that the other panels produce. So anyway, so with that being said, I can't work on the unit without until the sun goes down. I mean, I can, but it might light me up a little bit. So also, let me turn this around again. Here we go. And we've got some of my cuttings set up in my grow bed, and this is my aquaponics system. I'm doing kind of a combination deep water, flood and drain, Mitchell Clark, Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing that I Frankenstein kind of thing, I guess I should say, that I put together here. But I'm getting plenty of aeration in there, and I've got some seedlings that are growing up in here, and some plants that I've just planted, and I've got some romaine lettuce that I'm trying to grow from some heads. Down here, yeah, I've got pineapples that are actually starting to get some roots in the pineapples. And then I've got my citrus trees here, and then here's where the fish will be. I've got them ordered. I've got 25 fingerlings coming, and let me turn this around so that you're too dizzy as I walk forward here and turn it back here, and we'll look at this. Is a turn it back here. This is one of those utility sinks that I have got that will drain back into the fish tank when it overflows, and I've got to put a little filter system here to keep everything in the tank as far as what's going in the tank, which will be duckweed, and duckweed will feed my fish. I can also feed all of my animals duckweed. Again, another high protein source. In fact, what I may do is also be able to use this tank as a breeding tank if once I figure out how to determine male and female, or if I need to get a breeding pair of tilapia, I can put them in this tank, because while they're breeding, they're not that interested in eating, so they wouldn't be munching all the duckweed. And then also later on, I can convert this to a duckweed bed as well. I just have to plug a few holes in the bottom, cover them up so that the water stays in the bed. But anyway, that's that. Let's turn this around, and we'll go out here and see what else we've gotten done here. Like I said, it's been a pretty busy week. Let me turn this around. The pigs really like the mulberry leaves. I've got this big mulberry tree again. I'm just kind of trimming it out and everything, but eventually I'm going to take some of those cuttings and grow a mulberry hedge, probably along this fence line there. And I'll be able to take out the wire, the electric in there, and just grow a fence hedge, a hedge of mulberries. Since the pigs like them, they're really good protein, again, for the sheep, goats that I plan to get. Chickens aren't so fond of them, but the chickens have found out that there are plenty of spiders and things like that in the leaves, and plus when the mulberries come in. And then over here, I have planted some tomatoes and basil and peppers in here, And I've got a couple of I've got a rosemary plant that is in the greenhouse that it'll go in here somewhere. And then on these beds I've got some buckwheat that's starting to come up. I don't know if that's old sown from last year or not, but I've also got some of my, and I believe at this end is spaghetti squash. I'll have to look on my chart, but at the southern end I haven't seen anything come up yet. Those were butternut squash, and I may have to replant. And then of course there's the Tyson says, my grandson says, the building that you built. And then we've got the asparagus. Nothing's going on. Got a few buckwheat in there, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to get over here out of the sun. We got some blackberries that are coming in, and oh yeah, I will show you this. I've tossed in quite a bit of DME, and got a little heavy with it, but it won't hurt them, because ants always get into my potatoes. So I guess I got a little emotional with it maybe, but anyway, but the potatoes will come in, and they're really growing, and I'll get some more of the wood chips and put in there as well. And then this week I'm going to work on the apple guild. I've got some pumpkin sprouts that are coming up there, and got some of the squash that are, and the zucchini that are growing in the front beds. Just sowed some sunflower and beans up there, so sowing different kind of beans and everything. And anyway, that's the kind of the report of what's going on. I've really been working on and thinking on where I want to go with everything, and so just to let you know, I've got a definite plan coming up, and I'm writing it down now, and I'll be probably putting it out maybe Wednesday, Thursday this week, with my plan going forward, as far as actually taking someone locally under my wing to learn this, and what we'll be doing going forward. Anyway, namaste. Okay, so there's not a that was not an ending, that was a premature ending, and here is a butternut squash that has sprouted. The seed has sprouted, and of course we've got our good friend buckwheat next to them. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, peace out.